We're in Solo on the island of Java in Indonesia. This place has an incredible food culture and we're here to eat. Let's get food hunting for this one.
We're hunting down Solo's most local spots for some incredible food. In this video, we're taking you to the oldest traditional market for some unique snacks, lining up for goat bone stew and joining the locals to experience Solo's nighttime eating. You don't want to miss this video. Get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
Solo is located in central Java and it's widely regarded as one of the capitals of Javanese culture. And we're starting our day in Pasar Gede, which is the oldest traditional market in Solo. And we've been told there's some amazing traditional food here. So let's go and eat. We're just waiting in line to order some lenjongan, and lenjongan is like the collective name for a bunch of sweet snacks made from things like tapioca and cassava. It looks so interesting. I've got a party mix of lenjongan here. So as I was explaining before, lenjongan is the collective term for all of these different sweet snacks. And I asked for champur, which means a mix, and she had all the different snacks in her window, and it seemed like she just grabbed sort of a mouthful of each one and then popped it into this little packet. So what can I see? We've got some sticky rice, so that's the white sticky rice there, and then this looks like some sort of glutinous rice dumpling. This here I think is made out of tapioca starch, and then we've got some sort of mixture here. I'm not sure whether that's got some black sticky rice or some bean in there, and then just and round here some black sticky rice underneath there. And then what she did was she covered the whole mixture with some desiccated coconut and then poured some palm sugar syrup over the top of it. So I think I've just got to get in and try all of this. So I might just get a bunch of different things in one mouthful and see what it all tastes like. Alright. Okay. It's really good. I got one of these things in that mouthful, and it's like a jelly texture, so really sticky and chewy. And then I got a whole bunch of that desiccated coconut, which had such a beautiful coconut flavor, and it's been drenched in that palm sugar syrup, so it's really sweet and almost smoky in flavor. Alright, so I'm going to try some of this sticky rice and then this glutinous rice dumpling, and it's got some coconut on there as well. Oh my god, that sticky rice dumpling just exploded in my mouth, and inside it was palm sugar, like a liquid palm sugar, so it just burst in my mouth with a real sweetness, and then that sticky rice got a great texture.
Our next stop for food is here in the market, so we're just making our way through the market, and it is amazing. There's so much for sale. We've got coconuts, a lot of vegetables, meat all through here. Look at all these chilies. There's a ton of chilies. So we've got shallots and garlic. I love walking through these types of places and really getting a feel for a city and sort of what sort of produce is on offer, what people are buying. It's a really good market.
We've sat down for our next snack, and we're at a stall which is really famous in Pasar Gede, and it serves es dawet. So es dawet is made up of a bunch of different ingredients. We've got things like coconut milk and cendol, which are pandan flavored rice noodles, gula jawa, which is palm sugar syrup, and then this stall is super special because it has extra things in the es dawet. So we've got things like basil seeds and tape, which is fermented sticky rice, and what else did I see? I think I saw bubu sum, which is like a rice porridge. So it is a bowl of goodness. So you can see here you've got coconut milk, and then you've got basil seeds, which are those black and sort of jelly-like dots there. Cendol, which are the green rice noodles, and that other green substance is the tape, which is a fermented sticky rice. There's also some black sticky rice in there, and then that wobbly white thing is the silky rice porridge, and then there's a bunch of ice in there to cool it down. And this is perfect for today because it is super hot in Solo. Let's just taste this thing. Oh, that is so good. It's really cooling, and it's actually not that sweet. Like the coconut milk has almost a salty savouriness to it. Let's go again. I got some of that rice porridge in there, and it's really creamy and silky. This is so good.
This is really good. I love how there wasn't too much ice, so it hasn't got watered down from the ice, and it's not as sweet as I imagined. It's actually got a little bit of saltiness, that coconut milk, and the little basil seeds are really good. They've got a great little texture, so they almost pop in your mouth as you bite into them. They're not crunchy, but they get that little burst sort of pop in your teeth. It's really good, and I love the little stall, so everyone's just crowded around the stall. They're being made right here in front of us, and we're just sitting on this little bench, wolfing these back. Everyone's grabbing one and just knocking it back really quickly. These are good.
We've come to our next stop to eat tengkleng, which is a traditional food of Solo, and it is a goat stew, and the place is packed with people. Let's go and get some.
Tambah tunggal. Tambah tunggal, Pak.
Pak, saya nomor 11 nih, Bu.
Ya, 31, Mbak.
We've got our tengkleng, and this place is very, very popular. So it took about an hour, hour and a half for this dish to come, because it is packed with locals, this place, and it's been around since the 70s, so it's got to be a good sign when something's this busy. And look at this dish. I mean, wow, what a collection. So it's goat meat that's been stewed in a liquid, so you can see how thin the gravy is that they've dumped all over it, and it really is, it's nose to tail. So you've got every piece of the goat, and we've ended up with a whole lot of bones. Look at all those bones that have been tied into a little bunch. We've got a couple of things of ribs, we've got a little skewer here with some tripe on it. Down there it looks like some intestines, and then there could be any number of things hiding under that as well. And all of it's been put onto some rice and then absolutely doused in the liquid that all of that goat was stewed in. And the pots there that they've stewed it all in are incredible. The amount of different bits when you're taking the entire goat and butchering it down and just using all of it in the dish. There's so much going on. I don't particularly know where to start. Maybe some ribs. Let's just, oh, look, they just peeled off. So there's not much meat on these, and none of the bones have much meat. And this dish is all about just sucking on all the bones, just really gnawing on the bones. Whoa, that just fell apart. Oh, the meat's amazing. So I didn't get much meat, but I got a lot of flavor. Oh, it's got a little bit of spice from chili. Oh, it's so good. It's got a really rich flavor, which I guess, let's try actually some of this sauce, because you can see, look how thin it is. But with all of that meat being cooked in it for so long, it should be really flavorsome. Oh, that is packed with flavor. There's a lot of herbs and spices, particularly spices in there. There must be a whole lot of turmeric. It's very, very yellow. Let's rip apart all of these bones. Look at them. Like, there's an absolute ton of bones there. So I want to just pull one out. Wow, come here. So all the meat's fallen off, but that is going to be full of bone marrow. So I'm going to suck that out. Oh, creamy. Oh, rich and creamy. The entire thing was filled with marrow, end to end. So I just got a huge mouthful of that marrow. Oh, it's so creamy. Oh, that is beautiful. I want to get in now and try some of this offal. So these intestines. Oh, the intestines. But look at these ribs. I just found another big thing of ribs hiding. Wow. Oh, heaps of ribs hiding under there. But let's get in have some rice and a whole lot of this intestines. We'll break a little bit off. Some rice that's soaked in that liquid. Oh, the intestines have really taken on all that sort of herb flavor. And they're so soft, they're not chewy at all. No offally taste to them at all, totally just that beautiful spicy herby place, and spicy from chili too. It's not hot from chili, but it's just got a beautiful spice hit from chili. A nice little tingle on the tongue. Wow, those are really, really good intestines. Let's grab this rack of ribs that I found hiding underneath. Look at all the meat on these ones. These are pretty juicy looking. Oh, it just peels right off that meat. And beautiful, beautiful flavor. Really rich, this dish. Really tasty. I can see why it's so popular. It's unbelievably popular. You can tell they've really perfected this dish. Been doing it for so many years, and you can see why the locals love it so much.
So after that delicious goat dish, we went back to our hotel and had a bit of a rest, but now we've come back out because it's dinner time. And in the evening, all these great tents are set up out on the footpath, and you can find all this amazing local food to eat. So we have come to eat one of Solo's most famous dishes, and it's called nasi lewit. So let me just talk you through what it's made up of. So you've got this coconut rice. So the rice has been cooked in coconut milk and then together with lemongrass and also Indonesian bay leaf. And then you've got some vegetables here. So this is a gourd, so chayote, which is a type of gourd. And then we've got a little bit of shredded poached chicken. And then on top of that, the white stuff is a coconut milk mixture. And then to go with it, we've got a soy, I think, braised egg. This looks really good, and the rice looks so moist. That's delicious. The rice has got so much flavor. So it's very light, even though it's been cooked in coconut milk. You can really taste that coconut flavor. But it's got like a sauce on top. I think it's the sauce from the vegetable that's been cooked in with it, so that gourd. And it's really sort of loose and light and delicious. I'm gonna go again. Let's get a bite with some of this egg. So I've got basically everything on that spoon now. All right. So tasty. The egg is really creamy. The gourd is just cooked right down. It's very soft, and it's got just like a hint of spice, a tiny bit of spice. And then the rice is just so flavoursome. It's such a simple dish, but it's just very comforting and packs a lot of flavour. It's very creamy.
We're going to visit another tent now. So right next door to the one we were just in, there's a place that's a real local favourite and something that a lot of people do here at night time. And this looks like a pretty cool pastime. this tent really interests me. So this is a nighttime activity and you come for a milk, either hot or cold. And they have a massive array of different flavored milks. They also have a bunch of food on the table, so you can see all the orange bowls filled with food. If you want anything to eat, you just grab it, eat it, and then you pay for what you've eaten at the end. But we're here just for the milk, and I've ordered a hot, fresh milk with honey in it, so madu, susu madu. So it's got honey in here, it's boiling hot in the glass, and Sheena has a chocolate one that's also hot. But let's try this honey one first, and it is really, really hot. We'll give it a mix up. I'm sure there's some sugar in the bottom of this. Let's give it a bit of a mix. Oh, that is good. Oh, the honey flavor is not very strong. That tastes like rice pudding, like a milk pudding. So it tastes like the skin that you get on any sort of milk-based pudding. That is great. Oh, that feels like you should be sitting in bed with a book on a cold winter's night, drinking that. That's really good, and the milk's sort of creamy, not crazy creamy, but it's beautiful, fresh creaminess to it, and that's just got a great sweetness. It's not too sweet. That's really good. I like this tent.
I got a classic hot chocolate, so let's give this a taste. So good. It's really sweet and it's really creamy. That is delicious. And I really love the atmosphere of these tents. So we're sitting at communal tables, everyone's just chucking into the food and their hot milks or cold milks, and the traffic is roaring past. It's such a great atmosphere. That was really fun, and I love how that's a thing, like sitting with your friends drinking a milk.
It was so busy. It was really good.
So busy. And Thomas's was the best actually out of the two.
Hands down. Hands down, Sheena's was too sweet.
Yeah, and you could really taste that milk flavour. Oh, so good. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We are filming a lot more in Indonesia, so tons more food videos to come. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Pop a comment down below because we love to hear from you. And if you want to support more Chasing a Plate content, check out our Patreon page. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Jumpa lagi!
Jumpa lagi!